Gaffer, happy?
Absolutely delighted, you know. The manager down here, the lads are playing for him. They've got an incredible drive, this team, via the manager and management staff. And if you read all the team talk, it was all about what Newport were going to do to us. And you know, they wanted to spoil the party and really take the game to us. But we didn't allow that, and that's what pleased me. We worked on it all week, and you know, we made sure we dominated the ball first half. What pleased me more than anything was the second half performance. You know, our inadequacies against Morecambe, we worked on that, and the players responded, and you know, our shape was excellent. We controlled the game. Second half, Newport threw men onto us, and we discussed that before the game plan. They'll keep throwing players on, and you know, Danny Rose on the halfway line left 1v1, wasn't offside, he was in his own half when he slid the pass, Nard's goal similar. So you know, it's really important that we had two different ways to play Newport today. We worked on that, the lads put the plan into execution meticulously. You know, they've done it, they've worked on that, they've wanted to be a part of it, and they've got their reward today. You know, a clean sheet, away from home, and two fantastic goals. Tom Eves, you know, could have an hat-trick, you know, first half. We hurt him that much first half, it was quite incredible. And again, second half, the discipline from the team and the functionality of the team was outstanding. They are getting better as a group, there's no doubt about that, and the fitness really told, because you know, we looked fit, we looked being able to dominate in possession. We looked fit out of possession and very dynamic, so absolutely delighted as a coach and manager, delighted with the performance.
We believe that's equal the club record now, 6 straight wins away from home.
Progress, you know, we keep saying it, some people listen, some people don't. We're making progress in every aspect of the football club. Again, and you know, we probably keep going on about too much, but the move to Carrington has assisted in that. It's made us, you know, probably get about 8 more hours quality work into our day, because we're not travelling around the northwest looking for a training facility. So it certainly helps, and you know, it's the preparation's been key, and the people behind the scenes need a massive mention. You know, you've got a staff here that look at every single detail and meticulously plan. And like I said about Al Marab last week, you know, we've got a session tonight when we get back to the club in the ice baths, ready for you know, the game again on Tuesday. So it's never ending. I've just told the players there that, you know, that's what sacrifice is. It's about committing day in, day out for each other, and that was quite evident today. And it was evident against Morecambe, apart from, you know, 2 minutes of madness. So this team's progressing. If we've got a record, fantastic. You know, but there's a bigger objective than, you know, setting away records.
Did Lowy need that goal?
I think all strikers need goals. You know, when Gary Neville come in last week, and he was telling us about certain strikers that he played with, they are a bit different to an outfield players. They've got a different mentality. They have to. You know, they're the players that usually you know, get you promoted and certainly keep you in the league. So you know, they want to score goals, and Lowy's no different from any other striker. You know, but again, just an instant, it's just come off him, and it's totally took the keeper off balance. The keeper's save off touch. Wow, what an absolute one of the best saves I've seen this season. That was sparkling, because I was right behind it. But now I'm delighted with everyone. I think, you know, it was hard telling Rob Holding that he weren't part of today's sub, but I had Rosie, and I wanted to get Rosie on the pitch just for his endeavour and just for his infectious work rate. So that was difficult, telling Rob that, you know, today he won't be a part of this, and he come down and he supported us. But you know, he's on loan from Bolton, but he's been one of the lads who's totally behind this effort today.
Tuesday night now, another tough game straight into it.
You know, this was a tough game. Like I said, they've got real aspirations to get into the playoffs. So this was a massive game for us to come down here and dictate play and dominate. So you know, we've got this one out of the way. Tuesday night is another big game, but there's been big games all season. You know, Bury's the team that everyone wants to beat, and you know, it's another big game that we can get prepared for and look forward to. But these players have displayed, you know, good or very good performance in most of the games we played this season.
Just carrying on that thing, you might have to upset somebody else on Tuesday, Flickers, aren't you? Because you've got Joe Riley available now, it's another extra body.
Yeah, it's not really a case of upsetting the players, Keith. You know, we've got quite a small squad, but now it's getting to 18-20, you know, and the crunch time, and the players are accepting it. That's the key thing, and they will. These group of players will accept it. It's part of what I'm trying to bring into the culture of the club. That listen, we're doing it together. You know, to go with Louis today instead of Nards, you know, was a decision that I felt was right, and you know, Nards has supported that effort incredibly. So we've had it all season. The lads who's not played, they've understood why. I'll let them know why, tactically or you know, for different reasons, whether they're coming back from fitness or not. So. Yeah, you've got to make these tough decisions. That's part of being a manager now. One of steps across the line to become a manager.
They're fairly handy subs to bring on, aren't they? Where it's Lowe bringing on, where it's Nards bringing on, fairly handy.
Well, you know, we've showed we had one defender to cover us today, Keil O'Brien, and you know, you've got Nicky Adams, Daniel Nardiello, Hallam Hope, Danny Rose. It's a very attacking bench that away from home. It's an incredible array of talent, work. And you know, we've got him on the game, and you know, Sedge has been a bit of an unsung hero this season. He comes on, I think that's 8 or 9 games where we've put him on. It's a regret of mine to not get him on the pitch last week, but Sedge has come on with 20 minutes to go, and just his calmness and the way he pulls people in, he's been fantastic for us this season as to support the magnificent effort.
I mean, he could have been over nose at half time, and Jonesy and down the right, linking up.
Forgot about Jones's chance, yeah. It was brilliant. It was brilliant, and like I said, we've done a lot of work on that in the week. And when you see it come off live on a Saturday afternoon, it just gives you great sense of pride because the lads put it into place exactly what I wanted. Tommy was pulling on the left, you know, the right side centre half, got in 3 or 4 times. Some of the. Was it Lowe's ball to Eavesy? What a fantastic pass! And like you said, Jonah just rushed it at that last minute. But you know, that's one criticism of the season as a whole. We've not really put teams to the sword. But the other side of it, keeping your discipline and structure, is something that we've worked hard on, and it's paid off again today.
It'd be interesting. I mean, I didn't see what you were saying before about what Newport have been saying, but there is a possibility you could be back in there in the playoffs if things don't quite. Obviously, ideally, be nice, but
it could be. You know, it could be, and it's something that you're always planning for. You're always, you know, we're trying to plan pre-season now, and you know, part of that is if we do get in the playoffs. So, you know, we've just got to keep going game by game. That's not at the forefront of my mind. Obviously, Shrewsbury will be now. We've got 4 hours now to plan and construct a plan for that on the coach home. I've got my analysis there, and all my senior management team that we'll have an in-depth discussion about and probably work very late tonight. And the sacrifice will be certainly worth it.
It's actually clinch a playoff spot on Tuesday, by the way.
Again, Keith, it's not something I'm looking at. I'll be genuine honest. I know a lot of managers do and start looking at points, but that's not the fixation. You know, the fixation is to try and win the next one. We've done it all season. We've certainly tried to win games, and you know, it was important today that we come down here and give a very good account of Bury Football Club, and the players have, and the fans today. You know, in sat in the sun, they was outstanding. You know. One of them had a belly like mine. He was having a bit of waddle with that. Seeing him at the end, but they were brilliant. The noise levels, because these Newport fans are passionate. You know, well, even at 2-0, you know, they were still singing "We'll support you forevermore," and behind us, it was fantastic. You know, 2 sets of fans who's you know, tried to support the teams, you know, unconditionally, and that's one thing I've took from this Newport fans, that you know, they've really. Even at 2-0 down, they're supporting the effort. It's fantastic to witness. But our fans again today on the road, oh my God, they're just giving us that drive that we need, you know, and the players appreciate it, and we certainly do.
What's interesting, I know you don't mention points too much, but you said the last couple of weeks you were saying that we've already got a reasonable points total already. So I just thought I'd have a look, and I look back, in fact, in the last 10 years, you've already got more than enough with 5 games to play for the playoffs, and the average is something like 171 for the playoffs. That puts in perspective, doesn't it?
I suppose it puts in perspective how many games Shrewsbury and Burton have won. I think that's what it puts into perspective. You know, they've become winning machines, and they've won week in, week out. And how many games Wickham potentially haven't lost, you know. So you've got 2 teams that have won a lot, and then Wickham haven't got beat many times. So the top 3 teams have had a fantastic season, and we have, but we just got to keep driving it home. And this group of players, you know, now we're in these final stages. The games get bigger, you know, by each equation, and we just got to make sure that we're certainly in that mix, applying pressure on the teams above.
Yeah, and the average. I mean, they're getting on the average is 82 points for 3rd place. I'm not bothered about the first 2 because you'll end up in the same place. That's reasonably attainable. It's got to be attainable, hasn't it? And it might not be enough for the things you've just said.
It might not be enough, but we'll certainly keep going while it's achievable to try and, you know, gatecrash that top 3 is something that we'll certainly keep driving towards, and that'll be our cause, going into the last games of the season.
Tell you what though, football, you've got to keep a level head, haven't you? And the one year which skews the whole thing, the team, I think it was 78 points for the playoffs, 7th, and 88 for third place. Do you know who the third place was? It was about 8 years ago. Do you know who it was? Hereford. 4th place, Stockport County. 6th place, Darlington. Wow, tough game you're in.
Yeah, again, like I said, we've concentrated on our effort and what we've tried to achieve this season. I want to just keep the players progressing and improving, and they're certainly doing that. We look very fit today. So as long as we keep concentrating on us and concentrating on the here and now, then we should be okay. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.